know what I mean?
Marcus,
No, you're wrong.
He's recording right now.
Okay, we're gonna use this as a test round. Alright.
But yeah, podcasts aren't live, so you don't need 3 mics. But
Yes, but
once
quality.
once we finally maybe get an audience, we might need more just to like up the quantity of
I'm gonna
podcasts
take
that we
this.
put out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It would be quicker with 3 mics. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Well, it'd be quicker, but quality is a lot of shit.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's everything. Like, somebody's gonna be able to notice whether or not how far away you are from a piece of shit mic, rather if we all had our own.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm fucked up.
Dude, Caribou Lou's no
I
joke.
know.
Fucking Tech 9 probably drinks that and smokes hella blunts.
Tech Nine's a crazy motherfucker.
And then he performs. I'm sure he drinks Caribou Lou and smokes every night before he performs. He's got to. How do people... I mean, I'm sure after a while you smoke and you get a tolerance. But how do people perform high? I don't get it, man.
It's
I'm not even...
good for you as an artist.
Yeah. But also, like Green Day, for instance.
Yeah.
Green Day early years, their music was fucking fantastic. And then they all got off drugs. Now their music is fucking terrible.
I mean, they're not really
So-
talented.
But
They're not really good musicians.
it's punk. Punk is not very... Like, it's just 1 chord, 2 chord, 1 chord, 2 chord, and then just ah! That's punk.
Yeah.
But I'm saying is like early Green Day is like good. And nowadays it's just like radio good. You know what I mean? And it's
I don't really listen
like
to new Green Day.
well, okay, so like like Nimrod, that album was amazing. Dookie was amazing. Just so many albums by them. Early years was amazing. The second they got off drugs was American Idiot. That album was decent. And then after that, it was just like a straight slope down. I will say the drugs have a big impact on good music.
I mean, some bands just are better than others when it comes to creativity
Right.
and longevity.
Yeah.
Like
Like-
look at fucking Rush.
Like,
dude.
exactly, the 70s, 80s, everyone was on fucking drugs then.
Well,
so
no,
music
like,
was
like
hella good.
Rush has been making albums for forever, and they've gone through so many different
Right.
phases.
But 70s
But
and
their
80s
music-
were the best, were their best years, were their best albums.
No.
70s and 80s?
Like, well, no. Yeah, you're right, but their music is still good. Past
It's still
that.
good, but it's definitely declined a little bit.
I guess it's unfair to, because I'm a pretty big Rush fan.
All I'm saying is, like, back in the day, or like even in the 90s, drugs had a good influence on bands. Do you like the Beatles?
I mean, yeah, but
Okay, so their albums where they were
pre-drug Beatles. People love pre-drug Beatles.
okay, pre-drug Beatles were very like doo-wop kind of vibe.
Yeah, yeah.
But then drug Beatles, they put out like their 3 best albums. The White Album. Marcus will back me up on this. Marcus.
Sgt. Pepper.
Okay. Bands that are on drugs and they put out albums, and then they get off drugs and they put out albums.
The albums are worse afterwards.
Yes. Yes.
Did you listen to Paul McCartney's newest album?
Paul McCartney. Okay.
It's great.
The
But it
best
sucks.
Beatles albums: White Album, Sgt. Pepper's, and
Revolver.
Revolver, and what's the fucking
Yellow Submarine.
yeah. All the
Abbey
drug
Road.
albums were so good.
I guarantee you, I could find an opposite case of that. Though.
I'm sure you could, but there are more opposite of what you were thinking. Green Day.
Green Day was way better, but they're getting a little old, but they're still rocking, you know?
They're so good, but their older albums were so much better.
Oh, yeah.
American Idiot was the first album they did sober. It was good, but then from then they declined. Their earlier
Can we
shit was
really
so
say
good.
sober? Because they were probably wasted the
I mean,
first 3 albums, and they're like, we
Drinking,
actually got it.
drinking, I'm sure is still a big role. But yeah, for real. Older shit, the Rolling Stones.
Oh yeah, they were
The Beatles.
sober. That's what the band.
Fucking-
That's what the label says. They're sober. They're sober, but so we can sell more albums.
It's crazy, dude.
No, keep going. I'm sorry.
No,
I was
I mean,
making fun of the
What
community
about- what
of music,
about,
not you.
like, What about fucking?
That was my fight.
What about like Henry Rollins?
Like, you can find instances where
Henry
it's the
Rollins is a
opposite.
punk
No,
singer.
for real. Like, you can find. There are many albums like Styx.
Sticks are fucked up
The-
the whole time.
No, the lead singer.
Really?
I've watched numerous interviews with the singer.
Mhm.
He has never done any drugs. He's never drank any alcohol. He's never
Same with
smoked.
Stanley Kubrick.
He's never smoked any like cigarettes or anything. That motherfucker is stone
Same thing with
cold.
Henry
He's
Rollins.
Josh. He said, "My voice is a instrument."
Oh
and I
wait,
don't
was she
wanna-
saying bye or hi?
I don't know. She said he said my voice is an instrument and I don't want to fuck it up. So there are instances where like people are completely straight edge, like Styx, that are insanely good. Styx,
Yeah, that was still recording.
fucking get out of here! Get out of here!
Okay.
That's our first podcast. Us